Do you think as we go along that this idea of personalized medicine will translate to something that is truly tailored to each patient and apply energetic medicine and all these tools? Or do you think we're just so far advanced that this is still like 100 years out? Because I've spoken to some doctors and they came in and looked around our clinic. They're just like, no, this is still like, you got to wait a couple 100 years before this goes mainstream.
Yeah. Well, it's a great question. And I think, as I tune into it, I think that we are, we're pioneering and bringing this information to the forefront. And because of, another kind of like quantum physics principle is a collective network of observers determines reality. And I think there's enough of us, if we use this collective energy and come together, that we can actually we can accelerate the acceptance of this model. And, I don't know about you, but people usually come to us not because it's their first stop, right? They come to us because they've tried a lot of things and been to Mayo and Cleveland and, this and that. And not to say we have all the answers, but we serve a huge patient population that doesn't fit in that conventional model. And I think with the trajectory, especially after the last 2 years of what's happened to people's bodies and health and all of that, we're going to be forced to have more tools and we're going to have to get more and more creative. And I think that to help people unwind some of whether it's long haulers or reactions or choices that we're going to have to use extraordinary efforts to help unwind that in the physical body. And I think a lot of the answers lie within this realm. And so I think that, people like us and our colleagues in our community, plus the times we're in, that there will be an acceleration of the acceptance of this form of medicine. So I feel more optimistic than like 100 years, because I think there's just a lot of things coming together to really, there's a huge opportunity if humanity chooses and if our society chooses to bring this to the forefront. I think in this decade.
I agree with you. And here's why I think it's that way. It's for two reasons. Number one, necessity. We have now, 60, 70, pushing on almost, I've heard some doctors say 80% of us are chronically ill. Some of us don't even know it. We just walk around with just parasites and things in us and are constantly fatigued, but just don't actually get a diagnosis. But we probably would if we went in and actually got a good one. So that would be number one, because you can't have a functioning society near 100% chronically ill. That's just impossible. Right. And number two is results. This is what I've always said is that, we don't bring anyone in here for the reason of just, I think trying it. I think a lot of times you end up, but also you want to see results. A lot of what goes on here is out of pocket, insurance doesn't cover and things like that. And a lot of it is on you too, as I'm sure the responsibility is for you to change your lifestyle, you to do the work. We just served as little catalysts to give you these tools, but all those hours outside the doctor's office are more important. And if we didn't have the results in the face of complex chronic conditions, then it wouldn't mean as much. Then we would just be where most of conventional medicine is, which is let's just manage this disease and you live with it. And we'll give you another pill if another symptom comes up. So I think with those two, necessity and results, I do think those are the catalysts, because I've seen it over the last 2 years. I don't know about you, but more people are saying, hey, I'm susceptible having comorbidities. I'm susceptible not being well here. This is the first time I've really took a look at this and said, these pills I'm taking, this doesn't suddenly make me less susceptible. It puts me at a higher risk. I want to address it, and I'm not doing it with the old way. What is a different path? What's a new way? I need to start researching this and seeing what's out there and talking to other people that have experienced this. And that we always say, we don't really market ourselves that much. We use the patients market us. If they go tell their friends, hey, I got better after 20 years of Lyme, that's an amazing proof of concept in a sense. So I think for those two reasons, we will see this becoming more and more prominent and very soon.